people. It is your weekly build stream with your hosts, Kelsey and Juan.
Hello.
Here to bring you all the hot tunes and cool PC builds. Yeah.
Yeah, hello, now on NPR, real.
Let's go to our first caller. What's up, Chili Con Juan?
How's it going, everybody?
Rurutu, how you doing? Welcome in. I gotta remember to switch that to live. We've got 2 fancy builds for you today. 2 builds.
2 builds for y'all today. Hope you're having a great Wednesday.
Yeah, what's up? Hibaganyama, how you doing?
Yep.
East Coast, Best Coast, let's go. Yeah. How's it going? Small snails, I'm guessing. Otherwise it's 5 mall, 5 nail, 5.
It's...
What's Killian?
What's up, dude?
You look so excited for the stream. Dude, anytime after 2 o'clock, I'm actually just napping, but like, my eyes are open, the body's moving, but inside it's all Z's, you know what I'm saying? Small snails, yes. Awesome, okay. Snails as in turd skis. Mall snails. I was a mall snail once. Or, just, I guess they called them mall rats. Hello, what's up, Taha Chow here? How you doing? What's up, Floyd Time? And Brian Walker, how you doing, dude? How you doing? How's everybody on this lovely Wednesday? It's hump day. We got 2 days until, I almost say Christmas, Halloween. I'm telling you, man, I got Christmas on the brain. Oh my gosh. I don't know, though. I was on this one, website where I was looking at, tips for, Christmas lights and all this. And there's, a forum there, and there was somebody who was like, I couldn't wait, and they put their Christmas decorations up, today, and it was just wow, that is... Yeah, that would actually make me mad. It was, before Halloween? But, regardless, stoked. Remember malls? Oh, do I ever. I used to work in a mall, so I'm very nostalgic for them now. Especially ones that still look like, all the Westfield malls did out here. A lot of them just, haven't been updated that much, so they still look like it, and it's funny whenever I go into a new mall, and it looks exactly like my old mall before they updated it and made it ugly and expensive. Where the codes? I kid. It's all good. I like the deal with it sign. Where's the deal with it sign? Oh yeah, we do have that. That's funny. I think we carved that actually. We have something that etches things. One with the drip as always. Yeah.
Thank you.
Got some stores are selling Christmas stuff already. I know, every time I go into Home Depot in early October looking for Halloween stuff, it's Christmas has already replaced it. Halloween's in the clearance section, which is wild. If you procrastinate on decorating for any holiday, you will save tons of money. Because even weeks before the holiday, they'll be 50% off, it's gotta go. Hey, what's up, Neitherterror? Welcome in.
Yo.
This is your build.
Hey.
You're just in time.
Welcome.
We're just getting lift off here. Yeah.
Lift off.
Have you seen the mall, Burger King or McDonald's that got boarded up over for 30 years and nothing was changed inside? Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a crazy pose. An actual time capsule. I know we always talk about time capsules as something you put stuff into, but we should do that more often. I hope that there's a time capsule Sears, so in 20 years we can go in it and be like, wow, they actually did have some good deals. Don't say the C word or Mariah will find us. Man, if you just tuned in right now, that's a hilarious sentence. They're gonna release her soon. Just be like,
She's defrosting as we speak.
That is actually, though, one of the few songs that I don't get tired of. I think just because, Mariah Carey's such a good singer that, it's good. The production quality is fantastic. So you're like, okay, this is fine. There's some though where I'm like, please, not again. Sounds good to me. Awesome. Sears before they sold Craftsman to China, yeah. I mean, you can still find sometimes on eBay people who be selling like old Sears catalogs, like, you know, back when you could order a house through them. Wild. I just feel like you flip through it and see the prices and cry, so maybe not the coolest thing. It feels like Thursday, which means Friday is too far away. Yeah. It really does feel like it's further in the week. Like, I was even leaving the house and I was like, it's trash day. That doesn't sound right somehow. Should be further in the week. The way it would be so easy for her to launder money, just report all the illegal revenue in November and December and no one will question it. Doesn't even matter, most of those tool companies are already manufactured in China. That's true. Like, unless that they didn't move it until they sold it. The price was years made, a lot of people still think they are. It's a tragedy. Oh, that sucks. My grandparents worked in the Stanley Tool warehouse workshop thingy, I don't know, out in New Britain back in the day. And I'm telling you, like, my family used, like, only Stanley tools because of that for a while. And, like, I have recently inherited some of the tools that my dad had inherited from his grandfather who worked there. And, like, I cannot even believe how crazy good the quality is. Like, that hammer has built multiple generations of yards and, you know, home repairs, and it's sturdy as can be. Old school tools have that smell. If you know, you know, yeah. I heard about a Skytech game PC a few months ago and absolutely enjoys it. Heck yeah! Awesome, that's always good to hear. Glad he's enjoying it. Ooh, here comes the AIO. Just the accessory. Hey, so I have the King 95, but not the new version. Let's say I want to get the new one. Can I trade this one that I currently got or something like that?
What's the new version?
Yeah, I was like, I think we've still just got the same King 95. The only difference might be the components inside of it. Like, it might be a newer processor and a newer GPU.
Just upgrade the one you got?
Yeah. So in that regard, I would say upgrade the individual parts that you want to, not necessarily the whole machine. I was like, we don't have any kind of like trade up program. We have the refundable warranty program, which is that if you bought the warranty and you don't use it, you can get that returned to you and like a credit towards a future purchase. But yeah, no like trade in kind of thing. Do you guys get nervous while building a PC? Not anymore. Done so many times, you know. I get nervous when I build them in front of the camera on a live stream, but that's because I can't multitask. That's why Juan does this. This is my second build for them. Oh, nice. Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always good to have a repeat customer. Glad we impressed enough the first time.
Nice, nice.
I don't know much about AMD GPUs. I thought XFX was a model, not a brand, like 9070 XFX. You're like kind of not wrong, because we had the X and the XT for a long time. And then they had the XTX last generation with the 7900 XTX, so yeah. I sometimes wonder, like, do they make it purposefully confusing?
I feel like AMD though.
Yeah. But Radeon graphics cards are awesome, so I think you're going to have a good time with it. It's a really good card. Refundable warranty is wild. Yeah. XFX is one of the AMD partners. It's a manufacturer. They are US based, actually. Pretty solid. Yeah, I was like 7900 XTX. Because they had the XT. They had X chips, XT cards, and XTX. It's a whole thing. Hello mates, question for y'all. In your opinion, what's the best 420mm AIO with a 38mm radiator? Oh, off the top of my head, I can't remember how thick the radiator is. 38 thicker than a usual one, in which case the Arctic is the
Yeah,
go-to.
Arctic liquid freezer.
Yeah, if you need one that has like, you know, kind of your standard AIO thickness, if that's what 38 millimeters is, I just can't remember off the top of my head. Thermaltake does a good 420 that I think works, and is more like your standard AIO, if that space is necessary. AMD got the budget marketing for their budget cards, yep. So they also rebranded old CPUs on Zen 2. Yeah! It's a whole thing. Oh yeah. So how's everybody's Wednesday going? We're getting hyped for Halloween. I will not lie. After several weeks of not touching the candy, I've now consumed 2 pieces of candy from the stash.
Oh, you're going to hell.
Well, no, now I'm just like paranoid because I have about 240 pieces of candy, right? I've eaten 2 of them, so I now have 238 pieces of candy. And even though I know I did not have that many trick-or-treaters last year, and I was giving out like gobfuls because I bought too much, there's part of me that's like, but what if this year there's like 240 kids? Like, what do I do? There's not gonna be 240 kids, but what if there was? That's gonna lead me to last minute buying more candy and then ending up with basically enough for a small army at the end of Halloween. And then I gotta eat it all. Like, why have they been naming old CPUs? What's the point? To remarket them. I don't know. I have another friend who I am convinced to buy a Skytech gaming PC. He's almost done saving for it. He was about to go to Best Buy. That's the worst. Oh, heck yeah. Like, we have so much more variety, like, on our website, on our custom builder, like, either of those routes, than you'll be able to find in a Best Buy. And I'll tell you what, I go to a Best Buy often, to buy things that are the best. And I always go and do like a little lap around the gaming PCs to see what the competition's offering, and some of it is painful. Last time I went to my local Best Buy, all but one of the gaming PCs on display was only running 1 stick of RAM. Yeah, and tons of them had insufficient cooling for the chip that it had. Some of them had cases where I was like, what is the airflow? You know. I should just start like filming that and being like, yo, you see this crap? But yeah, it's also partially because Best Buy wants a certain like price point, so you know, they get SKUs built for them. Whereas you have a lot more variety when you go through the company. It's okay if you run out, start taking apart PC and give away parts. I'd have to give away something. If anything, I figure if I run out of stuff, I'm gonna go upstairs and like, I got so many Digimon cards, I could just be like, here. We don't have Pokemon, nobody can get them right now, but you can have a Digimon, it's better. And it's just like, I don't know. When I was growing up, we used to do this thing for Halloween where we would, we called it the bags, and it was like the highlight of Christmas. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm possessed. I'm possessed by the spirit of Christmas. It was like the highlight of Halloween. So we would get like a bunch of candies, like certain kinds, and then we would sit on the floor, like me, my siblings, and my mom, and we would all have like a station. So like I would do like the lollipops, and then like my brother would have the chocolates, and my sister would have like, you know, the Skittles Starburst mix, and my mom would have the stapler. And so we'd fill these little baggies, and everyone would put like one thing into it, you know, and you'd go around in a circle, you made a little assembly line, and it was fun. And one day I want to do that again, but I'm like, how do I make it even better? And I think it's that I gotta find some way of getting Pokemon cards, and I'm like, do a Pokemon card in there too with some candy. People would remember me. They'd be like, we gotta come back to that house. That's the goal. Good afternoon, the brother CJ. How you doing?
Good afternoon.
Your deals of the week are so good this week. I had to buy a pre-build. Oh, awesome! Well, glad we get you to pull the trigger. I'm glad it was a good enough deal. Yeah, I get hyped. How's the HP Omen? I wouldn't recommend it. I haven't been to Best Buy in like 3 years. Honestly, their selection is, it's kind of doing the same thing like Walmart did, where like, you go there and you're like, this is kind of all you got for the, you know, or like, and they don't really have as much of the like high quality stuff. Maybe if you're going for like TVs and like, you know, cell phones, but like if you go into like into that like photography section or like the sound section, sometimes I'm like, this is it. Like you don't know anything that's like, you know, a bit, yeah. So yeah, they're not the best to buy.
Bronze white label power supply.
Yeah. But they do still have a lot of really other stuff that's very useful. I did buy both of my appliances from Best Buy, so good for that. 96 gigabytes of RAM in this puppy. Oh yeah. Been like a decade for me. Oh dang, really? We'll get hyped. Yeah, I was like, yours is right after this one, so you get to see that. Once we bring this one to life, we'll do that. Last time we went to Best Buy was to get a laptop for my niece. Yeah, Best Buy's good for like going and getting a laptop, especially like if you're, you know, a casual PC user, casual computerer. They do have a good selection of laptops usually, especially in like the entry to mid-level range. How's it going? Can't wait for tomorrow. My custom PC from y'all. Just got my second monitor today. I'm ready for it. Heck yeah!
Nice.
Oh yeah, get hyped.
Glad to hear it.
Pokemon's being scalped to death. I just want a simple booster pack. Can't even find it at Walmart, dude. I've been like following that because I used to work at a comics and collectibles store, and we did sell cards. We sold Pokemon, and like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, etc. And it's funny because like for years the Pokemon didn't really move much. Like I sold way more Yu-Gi-Oh and especially way more Magic. So like the fact that like Pokemon's getting like crazy scalped. Last time I went to that store like to visit, and this was like maybe a year and a half ago. Like the packs that we did had, they had like one box of booster packs, and I think they were like $6 or $7 a pack, and it was like a limit one because people were going crazy for it. And it sucks because like, you know, I grew up, I was part of the first Pokemon generation, yeah, so like getting a pack of Pokemon cards was like awesome. I had a cool collection, I had a binder full of them, I had like my holographics in the front, it was awesome. And it's sad that like kids can't just get like a pack of Pokemon cards these days because they're getting scalped. It's messed. I really hope that that doesn't happen to the Digimon trading card game. I'm, in a way, I'm kind of glad that I'm on that ship instead because yeah, like it was scalped when it first came out because it was like during COVID and all that. But for the most part, you can get those boosters at price, and it's great. I wanted 128 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, dang. I'm trying to think what could even stress 128 gigabytes of RAM. A ton of virtual OSs. I spent 60 euros, I think $70 on a 24-pin and CPU cable extenders just because they are unified and looks nice. And on an AliExpress-like website because I couldn't find anywhere else a cable like that, not even Cable Mod. Oh, dang. Man, that sucks. I mean, that's the rough part, is when you really need something and it's only available from one place and it's super expensive. They kind of got you in a chokehold. What's Daniel gotten into lately? My bird? Well, I had people over on Monday, and they were like, can we see the bird? And I brought him down, and they were like ecstatic, because he'll just like sit on your finger. Which apparently is enough to just make people be like, this is a great day. I'm back. So much for my niece's wedding in June. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Tea to spill? At least it comes by plane from China, so I don't have to wait a whole month. LOL. Yeah. Bird up my finger means I'm a Disney princess. Basically, yeah. You can also put them on your shoulder, and then you become a pirate. So, you know, you get the dichotomy. The princess pirate scale. Yeah. It's like one of the best party tricks of just like, do you want to hold him? And they're like, yeah. Just put him on the finger. He steps up real nice. He's really mean, but he steps up really nice.
He takes a pet like no other.
He does not take a pet, but he will sit on your finger.
Have you seen the video?
Mm-mm.
It's like some bodega cat. That's a good cat right there.
That's funny. What do you think of people budgeting for a PC but not peripherals? Definitely, it could be a short-sighted move depending on, like, you know, the specs of the PC. But yeah, obviously buying like a $4,000 PC and not leaving any budget room for a monitor that's going to be able to use that $4,000 PC to its like true potential, heartbreaking. Unless, of course, it's like you're going to use what you currently got for a while, and after a couple months save up again, you're gonna, you know, upgrade that monitor. Then, like, that's chill. I'm here for like piece by piece upgrading. She's pregnant, and the day of her wedding is when she's supposed to give her birth. We just bought plane tickets for Baltimore. Oh dang.
No.
Oof.
Have the wedding at the hospital.
Honestly, yeah. Take care of all of it. Everyone gets to meet the baby. Kiss the bride, kiss the baby.
You want to do another?
I thought they broke up also. I thought that's what we were going to get. I was like...
I know, dude. I was expecting something much more dramatic.
Yeah, I was like, what you say? Yeah. I don't know, man. I would just roll with it. See if they can induce a couple days early so that, you know, and just get a dress that accommodates. Luckily we bought refundable. That's good, yeah. 5090 for my 1080p 60 monitor. Yeah, exactly. Nightmare. Oof. If it was a Mexican wedding, it would be a combo. Running a 5080 on a 1080p right now. I told myself I need to upgrade, but I'm running 280 Hz and 1440p. 280 is expensive, lol. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, some of those monitors, when I look at them, it's like, ooh, that'd be nice, but that price. Yo, 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 what's up, Neon Geek? How you doing?
Yo, yo.
Welcome in, welcome in.
What's up, dude? Your PC arrived yet?
Yo, yo, what's up? Sam Mazerat? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. What's up, Sam?
Oh, dude, update on that 011.
Yeah.
It was the power supply.
It was just like picky about it, I guess.
I guess?
Yeah.
I had something about those cables, I don't know.
Well, maybe it wasn't like dead, but it was like on its way. So like, you know how I was like, yeah, I'll work sometimes when I want.
Yeah, it's just odd that it passed 2 different Dr. Powers.
Yeah. Dr. Power's not as good as he used to be. Dr. Power's been out of school for a while.
Bottom of his class graduate.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Been enjoying my PC from y'all. Sam is fine. Oh, okay, awesome. Cool.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, great.
Nice,
Glad to hear
it.
it's treating you well. Yeah, yeah. But my 1080p 280 for $100 and 1440p couldn't find one under 300. Yep. 1440p. Oh, it's so pretty though.
Dr. Evil has a better PS2 tester. I mean, that's nice, but we can't afford it. We don't have $1 million.
There's some 1440p monitors at 240 Hz for like 200. That's not bad. Hey, Kaiser in the Discord deserves extra head pads. Oh yeah, Kaiser's awesome.
Damn, what do you do now? He's always putting in work, bro.
For real.
For
yeah.
free.
Sometimes he pops into the chat on here, which is nice. Cause then
Shout out to that dude.
Mm-hmm. Doing good, guys. That rig is amazing. You guys killed it. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, also waiting on Black Friday. Maybe I can score a deal. Yeah. I keep waiting for Black Friday to return to, like, you know, its former glory of, like...
You're gonna take this 20% off and you're
If you skip Thanksgiving dinner, you can have this, doorbuster. But there's only 3 of them, so fight with the people outside. Actually, I lied. I'm kind of glad that we don't have that anymore. Working, like, Black Friday at the mall was crazy. Because I remember the first year I did it, they were like, we're going to open at midnight on Thanksgiving, or on Black Friday. So, like, the minute Black Friday becomes a thing, we'll open them all. And I worked that overnight shift, and it sucked. The year after that, they were like, we're going to open at 9 o'clock on Thanksgiving and go through the night. And that sucked. And then they kept doing that one for a while. Then COVID happened, and now they're like, 8 a.m. on Black Friday. And it's like, yay. Where was that when I worked there? But yeah, our store actually did some dope Black Friday deals. But not every place. So the contest PC is a black case, and does it come with a fog machine? It's way more than that. You guys are just gonna have to see for it to be unveiled. I think it's gonna be on Halloween that they're gonna do it. But it's very, very cool. I would say it's in the same vein as like the ice cream PC was, where you're gonna be getting a little bit of a scene. But they're doing some really cool stuff. Maybe with a little bit of black light, we're gonna see. But this is all insider information. So you heard it here, don't repeat it. Every machine is a fog machine if you operate it the wrong way. True. Helped me correct where my clips save. They were previously saving to my desktop after I fumbled and changed some settings like a complete dummy. Ugh, I spent 3 days frustrated, and he solved it faster than lightning shines. Oh, awesome!
Oh yeah.
Honestly, even when you don't change things, sometimes you'll save something and like, you know, like kind of quickly or haphazard, and like, I have a hard time finding out, like, okay, where did the computer put this? Yeah. I've never been to a retail store on Black Friday. Yeah, I haven't. I've never been the kind of person who like goes out and does those, even before, like, you know, the age of ordering online was like the norm. But I also don't really go for like online deals. I think the only one I did recently was I bought a Roomba when it was on like a Black Friday sale, and that was a good purchase. Shout out to robot vacuums. That is something I'm totally comfortable with a robot doing instead of me. Like, yeah, go crazy. Sam, love my Viper. I just got from you guys. Great job on it, you guys.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you so much. Thankfully in France, even mom and pop shops are doing Black Friday deals, and not many people know about it, so I don't need to even rush. Nice. Speaking of the ice cream machine, yeah. I actually don't have an update on that. Something might have happened on that, and I just haven't got the update though, so.
There's a winner.
Yeah, it does? Nice, finally.
I know, right?
Ooh, a great reminder that if you enter our giveaways, check your emails, because, yeah, if you don't answer within a certain amount of time, they pull another name. It's so cool, can't wait to see it. Yeah, yeah. I hope it'll be worth the wait. Did you paint it in Vanta Black? No. The PC would just be a void. That would be pretty cool. The Skytech Void. We just need a Pimp My PC segment. Your 5090 PC doubles as a PC and makes soft serve ice cream. That would be cool. I'd eat that. I think it'd be hard though because the PC would obviously make heat. How would it, the ice cream without melting, you know? I could see some problems.
Yes.
Sorry to bug you, Miss Interior Designer.
Yes.
Which, for like a 70s, 80s home, wall color. I've got these 3 on the short list, but I do have a lot of others. If you want to say something like that, but more brown or whatever. Take a look mostly at the light shades, since this will be airbrushed.
Ooh, okay. If you're doing 70s, I would say the more yellow one. Makes
Do you want
sense.
to add a color tone to this, or is this pretty accurate?
Maybe. I would almost say a little bit more yellow. Because
More
think
yellow?
about, like,
Okay.
you know, someone's probably sitting on the couch smoking in there for the
Yeah.
last 20 years.
That's
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
That's true. 70s, early 80s is the vibe.
Yeah, yeah. Although if you really want to make it accurate, wallpaper that then is yellowed.
Well, we actually talked about that, but we went with like a drywall type design.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Alright, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, no worries. How good is the Skytech laptop? It's pretty good. So we got like different models, so they're different kind of specs, but the Noir, which I think is our highest level one, is a pretty darn good laptop, I'll tell you what. Hello, well, hello, what's up? Big Ordy, how you doing? Oh, and John, how you doing?
What up, what up?
Welcome in. Anyone who has ever worked retail would never go shopping in person on Black Friday, at least in the past when people would actually tramp people through. Although, you know, I thought the same thing about, you know, shopping on Christmas Eve. I was like, clearly, like, who would go on Christmas Eve? Like, you know, you got stuff to do. No one's waiting till the last minute, right? Because they know how crazy the mall is. Wrong. That was always the busiest day. Until about like 4 p.m. Then it would like start to slow, because, you know, people are going to dinners and such, but it was like, really? Really, y'all? But yeah, miss me with crowds. Miss me with parking situations that are even a little bit difficult. No. Ice cream, check the email and it's spam. Okay, random build question. I keep hearing that AIO radiators should have the hose either at the bottom if they are mounted vertically. Is that true, or is the risk that having the hose is at the top a myth? Juan, can you speak to that?
Okay, so the reason that they tell you that you want to have the hoses at the bottom is for a, how do you say this, like a over precaution, a abundance of precaution, because basically what they're trying to prevent is air coming into the pump and causing damage to the pump, because the coolant is actually kind of a lubricant for the pump itself. It uses the coolant that cools the loop as a lubricant in between the pump and the housing. So when you do that, when you put the tubing downwards, it doesn't allow any air to stay in the loop. It forces the air to stay up at the highest point. So I mean, it is best practice to do that. You don't necessarily have to have it like that, especially if the case doesn't allow you to mount it in such a way. Nothing really is going to happen to it as long as the pump is still lower than the radiator. As long as you have as long as you have like some level of radiator above the pump, then you're still going to be okay. It's just what is it, like an abundance of caution, basically.
This is the top are fine, but you might hear a little bubbling, maybe. In general, too, usually when you like first boot up a PC that you put an AIO on, they might bubble a little bit because they're just kind of, you know.
Yeah, they're cycling the air out.
Although, yeah, I've had ones where I was like, this is a little too loud and going on a little too long. What's up with you? Oh, gingerbread PC cookies. Ooh. Actually, I was joking yesterday when I was like, oh, what are you guys doing for the Christmas PC? Gingerbread house? Which is not what they're doing, but I was like, next year. You do not want the pump above the rad, though. True. If the pump is in the middle of the case and the radiator is a big boy and the hoses are slightly above the pump, that's okay, though, right? Hoses are slightly above the Yeah, that's fine. TLDR, installed GPUs usually prevent the hoses from being at the bottom. True.
More or less. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
I ordered a rum cake and a chocolate mix cake for Friday. Ooh,
nice.
Very nice. Yum.
Dude, I saw this messed up ass video. This dude that was like sober. and his family ordered a rum cake for like their like nephew's birthday or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Why didn't you guys tell me this was fucking this was rum cake? You guys know I'm sober." And they were just like treating it like joke. I was like, "Damn, dude, that's so messed up."
Yeah.
He was like 5 years sober or something. He's like, Jesus, do they want him to be that?
Yeah.
It's so random.
Got a lot of feelings about it, I got you. I broke today and I went to the vending machine and I bought the like Hostess cupcake knockoffs.
Oh damn.
Dude, tell me, how come they were better than the Hostess ones? Every time I have one of the Hostess ones now, it is like dry and horrible. This one was like moist and yummy.
That's crazy.
But I ate one of them because there was like 2 cakes in there, and between the 2 of them, it's 50 grams of sugar. And I think I could tell because I had one and I was like, ooh.
Your FOB wine?
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, I gotta pace myself. 'Cause I feel like if I ate the other one, I might just like, you know, flatline.
Wow, imagine like feeling the effects of sugar. I wish I was you.
I mean, I didn't used to because I used to like sit and eat like Halloween candy, just like one after another, like and somehow I was still very skinny. Those were great times, but yeah, now, like if I get something from Dutch Bros, like a small, and I drink it too fast, I'm not having a good time.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Now I want cake. I'm so sorry. It is a side effect of the stream that you will get hungry for something. I'm sorry. Because if we're not talking about sweets, we're talking about something savory, we're talking about dinner. I got to taste the amaretto liquor. Oh. Amaretto liqueur cake. Very nice. Was it good? Didn't Oxford do a study where they proved that the best way to install the AIO is at the front? Because if you put it at the top, it immediately exhausts your front intake. I know they don't make AIOs, but pretty sure they made all that study. I mean, to an extent, yeah, it will exhaust a good portion of your intake, but exhausting cool air through your radiator is kind of like the point. You know what I mean? Because that's what's actually cooling your CPU. So not as much as maybe going, you know, to the motherboard at this part, so any of those heat sinks might not be getting as cool as they might be. Although, again, you got this exhaust fan here that's still going to, you know, take a lot of the heat out. But for cooler CPU temperatures, you want cold air going through the radiator as quick as possible. And it's not really going to be doing that, too, if the AIO's parked in the front. I do agree that front is usually the best performance, or just anything where you're getting just, like, air coming in directly to the radiator. Love that. Good stuff. But there's a lot of cases these days, especially, where they'll use like weird fans in the front or specialty fans in the front, different sizes, and it makes front mounting more difficult. I mean, like take cases like the Torrent, for example. If you want a front mount, you gotta get rid of those big juicy fans, and like that's kind of the point of the case, right? Like, yeah. Because it was a study in airflow in general, yeah.
You know what really grinds my gears? What really chops my onions? Is large cases that looks like they could top mount a 360.
Oh, and then they can?
And then they can't.
Yeah.
They simply chose not to make room for it. Like the room exists, but they just like, alright, the grading stops here.
Yeah. Like, I can excuse it in a smaller case, but a big case, it's like, come on. The real estate's there.
Yeah, dude. You're just like big for no reason.
Yeah. It's like somebody having like a really big yard and they just covered the whole thing in concrete and you're like, what was the point? You could have multiple Foursquare games, I guess. It's not preferred to have the AIO on the front as it makes the GPU system temps higher and the CPU can tolerate higher temps than the GPU can. NVIDIA GPU self-throttle 83C versus 95 to 105C. Yeah, I still tend to find though that like getting your GPU to overheat, you have to be running a pretty bad case for that to happen these days. Either that or you gotta be like overclocking or really, really stressing that GPU. Chicken sounds good. It do.
I had Jolly earlier.
Oh.
I'm fighting sleep demons right now, if y'all can tell.
Well, I made a ton of pierogies on Sunday because I was trying to figure out. I don't have my family's recipe because no one in my family writes down recipes, and nobody taught me it. So I was kind of just going off of what I remember and then just eating things until it tastes right, you know? We didn't get there though, because I don't know how to make dough apparently. And I was even looking at recipes like, here's what you do. I know that the recipe we used was just flour, water, salt. So none of these ones that involve an egg, sour cream, any like weird stuff like that, no. So it's just water, it's just flour. So I'm putting the water in the flour. I found a recipe for pierogi dough that involves this. I put the water in and it's not enough. I make somehow the hardest ball of dough in the world because I also knead it too much. And now I have what's basically a baked good when it should really be like more of a noodle. So that was several hours to some subpar pierogies that I now have to eat through the rest of the week. Everyone, it's Fabian.
Hey. What's up, Chili Kohan?
Yeah.
Who else do I recognize in here? Oh, that's it. Oh, wait, or Chaos, maybe. It's been a minute since I've been in here. What happened to our mic? I just noticed that it's just...
You know, it fell a while ago, and now we kind of just keep it there so it doesn't keep falling. And it works.
It works.
Yeah.
He's just taking a little rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
98 gigs of RAM is insane, actually. Yeah. Is that the new norm? Like, not doing, like, 32, 64, and all that?
I think it's not the new norm, but it is one of the newer configurations of it. It's that, like, what is it,
48?
48, yeah, 248s. Math. Any one-of-a-kind discount codes for those of us watching? No, unfortunately.
Yeah, use code Kelsey. Kealcy.
KEA?
MOUSE.
KEHY.
What? So the answer's no.
Kelsey.
Kelsey, yeah.
Damn, 96 gig? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cray. Oh, is that Notion thing helping now? That it's there? Or,
What
did you,
Notion?
or are you just typing?
I only had 2 today, so I was like, that's
You
easy
typing?
enough.
Okay.
Yeah, you know me, I stay typing.
Gotta keep those typing fingers warm.
Yeah. Hey, so my build ship totally super pumped. Awesome, heck yeah, get hyped.
Nice.
Congrats.
We'll be to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
Where you going?
I was grabbing my camera, so
Oh.
I was just saying hi since I was down here. You want me to wait for you? Oh, I got
Alright,
it.
thanks,
Hey,
bro.
I got you, bro.
Thank you. Alright, very enthusiastic.
The energy's kicking in.
Oh, is it? Yeah, barely? That was a while ago.
Yeah,
Let me siphon that.
It's probably because I'm moving now.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
I was just sitting, like, doing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm just like,
I wanted something for the machine, but the damn thing was broken.
rip.
Oh.
Sorry.
Is that torrent
Did you
case?
rig it?
Don't know how you ride it.
Yeah.
The one with 2 180mm fans in the front? Yes. Mm-hmm. Torrent requires an air cooler, or you have to remove the front fans. They don't allow a rad to mount them. Yeah, because you just can't mount those fans to a rad. Yeah, it's a shame. Let's just say we want a break. Nah, man, I got this. I gotta get that bread.
Random clapping.
Woo! What in the Tarkov player? It's funny because that is my example for RAM necessity. There's some 48GB kids, but prices of DDR5 are insane right now. Ooh, yeah, I've heard that they're starting to creep. Hello, are you the person I have to talk to get a free PC? Lon promised me one. I mean, he'll talk to you if you win a free PC, and then you better check your email. Oh, no host swap. Should I come on? I'm sorry. Handy's not here
He's
today.
not here, bro.
He's sick. He coughed all over my station, and then now he's not here today, and I'm like, thanks.
Fabian!
No, that's fine.
We'll get you the handy we have at home.
Oh, hey Zen, how you doing?
Yo!
So I'm getting into the 50s here, and I love it. He's finally gone from this place. Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't know what the heck is up. Our nights, like where I'm at, are in the 50s and even the high 40s. But in the daytime, it's like, how about 87? There's one day where it's like a 41-degree swing between the high and the low, and I'm like, what? Who decided this? Where do I live? But it's funny, because, yeah, my trees are starting to change color. But also they're like, and I'm dehydrated. Very weird. Finally got a cold front here. Ooh, nice, yeah. I was here to stay. I'm so happy. I thought it was here to stay, and now it's not. I'm sure after Halloween it'll be good. The other day somebody was wondering why their main SSD was being used 100% when playing Tarkov with only 16 gigabytes of RAM. First thought, page file. Oh my gosh, yeah. What in the disk swapping? When you guys ship PCs, do you also ship the boxes for the motherboard and GPUs? And also, if it's a modular PC,
Nope.
you send the cables? We send the cables, so
Yes to
yeah.
that.
Yeah. We send the cables and any of the other like little accessories that you might, have with those components, but we don't send you the boxes, just because there's no really good way for us to do that. Because everything comes in in the PC box. I'd rather be cold than hot. Can always put more clothes on. Heat is just bad. Yeah, I do end up missing the heat, when we're deep into winter. But right now, I'm ready for the cold. I'm also crossing my fingers that this year we get a little bit of snow in my area. It has been known to happen. It did not happen last year. But and it would never be enough to be inconvenient, it would probably hit the ground and melt, but just give me the experience. Can I get my points back? I was gonna mute Coffee Man. Oh, dang. But I'll give Kelsey a break. There's no one around to break me. I'm already broken. We're in our low 40s at night. It's getting there. I needed to get lower because I need to be below 45 for my blueberries to start, doing their spring prep. They need to be cold for a certain amount of hours to fruit. I say the GPU is 100% the weakest part of the PC, but still very good. Yeah, maybe, but yeah. It was for games, it's all you'd ever need. I don't like the cold. I can't let my torts outside. Oh no, the torts. They'll freeze. No, won't they just dig a hole and hibernate basically in the yard? California? Snow lies and slander. In most parts of Southern California, true, but in some parts of it, we do get the very occasional snow. Particularly in the high desert. But yeah, we even got snow in Ontario a couple years ago, remember? Mm-hmm. Or it wasn't Ontario, it was in Rancho. So one city up, there was snow. To the point where if you had gotten in the car and drove 3 streets, north, you would have seen it. And that was pretty wild. Because I think Rancho was only at 1,400, feet above sea level. Crazy. Hope we get some snow this year. Snow, not a sheet of ice. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to deal with ice. This is cool that y'all stream building a PC while having chill conversations. Can't wait to get a custom PC from y'all. Oh, heck yeah.
Nice.
Thanks so much, Paxi. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we build a PC, we answer computer questions, but we also just like to chat. We gotta fill the time, you know what I mean? Sometimes we get a little off topic, so, never worry about, reining us back in. You got plenty of time, we're only in October, yeah. It's cool, they're still rocking build. Yeah, no, this thing is sweet. Nope, these are South American torts, so they don't hibernate. Oh, dang, so they would... Ooh, yeah, not good. Suppose you're talking about Ontario City in USA, not the city in Canada. LOL. True, true. Very, very true. Yeah, it's very confusing. We live in Ontario, CA, not Ontario, CA. So, Ontario, California, not Ontario, Canada. Yeah. They always get snow. That's all we get. Rains like crazy, then we get the freezing temps. Oof. I'd take some rain right now, because,
No.
Oh, okay. Oh man, my cherry tree looks pretty thirsty. This morning I was like, oh, I gotta put the hose on like a drip so that it goes. I need to water past the grass basically to get to the cherry tree. And there just wasn't enough time in the morning, so I'm like, this weekend, I promise, I'm just gonna stick the hose in the ground and be like, drink. If you take the Empire State Building next to 3 Burj Khalifas, the Empire State Building is still the shortest skyscraper. Doesn't mean it's short. True. Thanks. Yeah, my last build lasted 6 years. I took a shit this morning. Oh, dang. Wow, really good timing.
Crazy.
I guess. Yeah, it knew. Like the ice apocalypse of 2012, the northern states were making fun of us, but we had nothing but ice. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I'd rather have like tons of snow than ice. I remember once when I was living in Missouri, we decided to walk to the gas station because we needed to get toilet paper. And at one point we had to cross a Payless parking lot, and the whole thing was ice. And like, oh man, nerve-wracking. Just sliding everywhere. And you know, just one bad move and there goes your hip. Yeah. I was watching the tire marks in the water in front of me in traffic freeze. That's terrifying. I was coming down from like, I don't know, some Colorado mountain town. I was on my way, out east. I was coming down from the mountains and there would be like melted snow, I guess, like, puddles on the road, and someone's car would hit it, like the tire would. It would bounce it up into my windshield and freeze. And that was terrifying.
No.
Oh, no, you were, because the host swap. Because Handy's not here.
Oh, do I need a host swap here?
Yeah, Chili Come On paid for it, so.
Yeah, I guess you did.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, we're doing...
For what, 5?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Alright.
This is some crap I hate dealing with, yeah.
Hola. Who's counting down?
Woo! I got it.
Oh. He lives? Barely. By the grace of God.
Where'd you get that energy drink?
That one?
Yeah.
I got it in a pack at Costco. So it's Alani's. They have a new like summer pack or whatever because they're trying to like offload it. So it's that swirl or that sherbet one, the cotton candy, and then like a blue slushy flavor. The Beard Bros.
You barely.
He barely got a beard.
I barely have a beard. Do you have more than one on you?
Is it pre-recorded? No, this is definitely not pre-recorded. What's up, Taco Man? Do I have another one of those on me? Nah, I don't, bro. Sorry.
Nah, you're good.
I was trying to feed you more, dog.
Nah, you're fine.
You got the 70s stash? Yeah. They're just the most physique people in the world to pre-record this? Nah, imagine. What if we knew exactly what you guys were going to ask us, and then we just like pre-recorded the whole entire thing? And then I just walk in like green screen, like, ah, crap, it paused, and then re-pause, like unpause it. And Carnage says, yeah, Fabian has some of the fun. Oh, have seen some of the fun loads of snow. That was a weird sentence. I had to stop. How many fingers am I holding up? Yes. Got you. Where y'all sell these? I will show you right now. Skytechgaming.com. And these are the like part of the custom builds. So if you configure one before you actually check out, you can have it be live streamed. And use code Kelsey for 3% off. This is her stream. She gets to use the code. Is the AMD Ryzen 9 7950X compatible with the B550 or not? I don't know. No, it's not compatible because it uses an AM5 socket. You know, Juan reminds me of that neighbor from Home Improvement, where you can just see like
You can just see the top of his
the top of his face.
Howdy, neighbor.
Yeah.
$7,600, yeah.
Would that one work?
That's an AM5.
7600X AM5.
Yes.
Yep. Juan says yeah.
Wait, with
Oh,
no,
B5.
no, no, no,
That's
sorry,
a
sorry,
B.
sorry,
The B series is an Intel board, no?
No, sorry. That's gonna be a no. So I thought he was asking for a name.
Oh. Well, are you trying to? Do you have a B550?
Yeah, no, it's still gonna be a no, dude. Both of those are AM5 CPUs.
B550 is AM4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's like the
It's 56.
the 5600
5000 series.
or 5000 series, yeah. Only when she's present? Nah, because I tell people to use Kelsey's code. You got Reddit, bro. You got Reddit and Discord. Let Kelsey farm some commish.
What's the fastest for B550? 5600 X3D. Or 5700 X3D, I guess.
It's okay, Carnage. I know you're joking. How was your weekend? It was chill.
We have so many different kinds of quarters, it's insane. It's just an observation.
That's such a random segue to do. There's so many different quarters. Let me tell you about it, chat.
I got the like Hostess cupcakes knockoffs from the vending machine because I am weak, and I had a 5, so I put the 5 in there, so it gave me like a bunch of quarters, and I was looking at them, and I was like, not like, I had like 5 different quarter faces, like not even just the side that's like, oh yes, Georgia, like the front too. I was like, what the?
What is this?
And then I got way too fixated on it.
Well, I kept you busy for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Quarters, man. How do they work?
Is the 5700X compatible? Yes.
Yeah. One will laugh. She dipped out one day and I didn't know and gave mine up. Hey, I mean, never shoot your shot, you know what I mean? Use your code when you can. 40 series compatible or no? Yeah. Yes? I guess I don't understand what you mean by like compatible. Can you use like a 40?
B550.
What?
The B550 chipset.
One with his magnificent stash reminds me of Ramathorn from Super Troopers. You ever seen Super
Thank
Troopers?
you. No, I never have. Is that the bug one?
Yeah.
That's not Starship Troopers?
Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry, I'm thinking something different. Super Troopers. Which one was Super Troopers? Hold on.
Wow,
Oh my gosh.
that 10.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know, I'll take the compliment though, thank you.
Wow, that's a movie I haven't thought about in forever. Is the 4060 Ti? There was an ad. What? Yeah, yeah, any of those. It's like GPU compatibility isn't like a thing you have to really worry about. The thing you have to worry about there is like a bottleneck. In Europe, we have all the same front and all the cool backs of coins. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they were all just like slightly different. Like the head of the guy is like, you know, bigger on one and smaller, and then like bigger and what, and then one of them has like, you know, the date it was minted on there.
Who's the one with the stick figure again? Just the stick figure holding the...
Oh yeah, when you showed us that coin, that was so funny.
Whoever that is fucking awesome.
It's the state police movie where it's all jokes. It's a comedy, nice. Dang, they had 3 of them?
Wow.
Is the 3060 faster than the 4060? No. Bigger number better. It's sort of a cult movie like The Crow was for a while, or Boondock Saints movies. Understood. Or Jennifer's Body. Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Apparently that became a cult movie now.
Oh.
I think people realized that it was marketed incredibly poorly.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, ooh, yeah, this is going to be like everybody just like simp for Megan Fox movie. But then like it wasn't. And so people were like, what?
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, actually, like on a second watch, I was like, yeah, this is a pretty good movie.
For the plot?
Like actually for the plot, yes. People went for not the plot, and then they're like, what is this plot? But yeah. But give it a shot. Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. Nice. Yeah, I definitely will one day.
Alright folks. This build is done. It is finished. It is complete. Except the RGB. Here we are.
Awesome. Ooh. Hey, good looking. I love these fans actually. I say it every time.
Those are not the same fans that are...
The Aeolus? The Gamdias Aeolus?
You say that about the Serious Loops, whatever.
I also like the Serious Loops, but these ones I like a lot because, unlike the Serious Loops, they have this like matte black on the fans that for some reason actually will kind of reflect the light. So it kind of like diffuses the light from the ring onto it. It's a really cool effect. It's hard to see like on the camera, but when you get it, they're really cool. There's not really anything else like them that, you know, I've tested. Oh my gosh.
Holding it with 2 hands. Alright.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright, this PC is done. It's gonna go get Windows put on it. All the drivers that you need out of the box is ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, and you're good to go. We are also going to stress test this, make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, and thank you so much for ordering with us.
Thank you, thank you.
Lovely PC. Ugh, should stare at this fan for a little bit again.
I didn't know you were such a fan.
I am. I think I bring it up every time we do this one.
We've only done it like twice.
But like, look at the diffusion. Look at the diffusion on this, right? That you can like see it on the blades.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right? It's a cool effect.
Yeah, you got me.
Thanks, guys. You're very welcome. We're headed
You're
on
welcome.
to our second build. The second build of the day. That's right, it's glitched. Mobster's turn. For the PC to be built.
Are you gonna do that for the rest of the stream?
Yes. Why?
Alright, answer a question like that.
No. Okay. Let me see how I can make this fit in here. Words. Okay. We'll just accept it's Wi-Fi 7. Doesn't say it, but it is. Hey, what's up, DexMax Tax? How you doing? One's 8 GB, the other is 16. Yeah, but one has more VRAM if you get the 16 GB, or which actually I don't think there's a 16 GB. I think it might be 12 GB. Maybe there's a 16 GB 3060. Anyways, one will have more VRAM, but one will have faster clocks. So if you're asking which one's faster, the one with the faster clocks is faster technically, but the other one has more VRAM. Hello, the PC looks very good. Thank you. Is the Zotac Gaming GeForce RTX 4060 a Gigabyte Twin Edge a 2-slot or 3-slot card? Twin Edge makes me think it's a 2. Oh, as far as slot card, sorry, I thought you meant fans. It's a 2-slot. None of the 4060s will be a 3-slot. Yeah, it was sick. Thank you. A really good movie I suggest, American Mary. Noted! I'm always looking for good, like, movie suggestions. Right now, I'm really into, I talk about it all the time, but I'm really into right now, like, 90s cinematography, early 2000s also, and late 80s. I'm a really big fan of how they used to light things. Like, being able to see, even in, like, a dark scene, peak. We need to go back to that. Things are also really artistically done. And also, like, movies would just be about some really messed up stuff sometimes. And it was like, yeah, why not? They weren't so worried about, like, what's going to be a huge hit in the blockbuster. People were just making art. World music was really popular. And, big t-shirts. It was a great time.
Big t-shirts or I think.
Yeah. Good 90s movies that don't get talked about enough. True Lies. Ooh, okay, noted. Looking it up. Me and my fiance are going through a bunch of old ones that are just, like, so good. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, okay, noted. Oh, and James Cameron directed? Okay, so it's probably fantastic. Soska Sisters directed, they're really good. Ooh, nice. Steakhouse doesn't know about it. I don't know about a lot of things, yeah. That's why, everything's like a discovery. I'll tell you what, I got rid of like all of my streaming services because I kind of just wasn't using them, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to trying to collect stuff, physical media, you know, like an idiot. And so I canceled all of them, but I kept Prime, because Prime is the only one who somehow figured out, like, what our style was, and then is like, their suggestions actually are, like, correct. They're the only one whose algorithm seems to get this right, where they're like, no, you would like this random movie from 97 that was, like, you know, never talked about again. And I watch it, and I'm like, yeah, that actually was, yeah, they got me. The second that well, runs dry, I'll be canceling that one too, but they got it for now. Will I be able to put on a B550 with a 1000 watt power supply? Yes. Should I get more RAM before I get the GPU? By the way, I'm running 16. You can. 16 should still be fine for most stuff. Should I trust this? DDR4 RAM Gigastone. It's on Amazon. I've tested the Gigastone stuff before. It's not name brand. It's not anything fancy, but it works. Another phenomenal movie is Almost Famous. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one, but my fiance talks about it all the time. So I'm sure it's like a matter of time. Once it's on streaming, sure we'll hunker down and watch it. The film is director Cameron Crowe's semi-autobiographical account of life as a young Rolling Stone reporter. Oh, interesting. So it's kind of like because I know, Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Was also Cameron Crowe and like his observations of like going undercover at a high school in San Diego, actually, where I'm from. Back at the time, so. And that was a good movie, and I like Cameron Crowe stuff, so it's definitely. Actually, now that makes a ton of sense. Why my fiance always talks about it. So excited! Yeah, get hyped. Here we go. We're opening up the guts. It's a fun fact about Almost Famous. Most films have music budgets of less than 1.5 million. This film featured over 50 songs with a music budget of 3.5 million. Crazy. That's wild. Man. Okay. Counter fun fact. The movie Forrest Gump, they knew they weren't going to have the money to get all the songs that they wanted to use. So when they did like the preview screening to like the executives and all that, they put the music they wanted in anyways. And then they were like, okay, you want to sell that movie? And they're like, yeah, totally. And they're like, this is what it's gonna cost. You got to buy these songs. And they did.
Thanks.
I know, right? This is my third Skytech rig? Oh my gosh.
Whoa,
yeah.
dude.
Thank you for being a customer.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That movie, if you can find the bootleg edition, is totally worth to buy. All the trivia over that movie is incredible. Noted. Figure I'd go big this round. Wife got an Azure 2 rig too. Nice. Heck yeah. Skytech family. Penny Lane is based loosely on a real person.
Did you win?
Did I win what?
The trivia at your house?
Actually, yes.
Nice. The house always wins.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I did win. And one of the reasons was because they asked a WNBA question, and I was like, ah!
The W.
I know this.
This wrist juice is kind of gross.
Yeah? It's not giving you the riz?
It's something.
Mm.
I don't know. I just want the sugar.
Yeah, I went back for the other cupcake, and now I'm like having way too much sugar. I'm like, ah! Do you ever eat so much sugar that you feel like you're gonna go blind?
Blind? That's where you're at? Do some jumping.
Kind of, yeah.
Do push-ups or something.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, if you guys ever want to see a stream where both the hosts are like... It was my coworker's birthday earlier, and we balled out a little too hard on the food. I'm fighting demons right now.
Why is it that when you eat like a full meal, you're just like, time to sleep? What is the like survival mechanism there? I'm curious. Force Gump has 6 Oscar games. Someone grab a 5-hour energy. Ooh. I don't know, man. Caffeine really gets to me. Last night I had, I made like a little Thai tea at home. A little milk in it, sugar. It was very good. Just a little tea. But I was ready. At like 10 o'clock at night, I was like, I need to be asleep right now, but I could build something. I could do something so cool. Like, this would be the perfect time to paint the ceiling. I got the energy, I got the time. I don't have the time, but I have the energy. I'm getting more RAM than a new GPU. You think the 4060 can last another year or so? Yeah, probably. But it might be worth it just to save up and get something a little more substantial. I play mostly VR games and Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know, it might be worth it to hold off. What's for dinner? Oh man, I'm gonna make more pierogi. I know how I said I spent the whole weekend trying to make them and it wasn't right. Well, this is gonna be my 3rd attempt at that frickin' dough. After that, I will be out of flour. But I was making potato ones this weekend. I'm either gonna make cheese ones, which is like a farmer's cheese. So you take like whole milk and then you heat it up, and then you throw like vinegar in it or like lemon juice, something acidic, and it curdles it, and it makes cheese. And you get a cheesecloth and you drain it. It's called farmer's cheese, and you can add whatever you want to it at that point, but you keep it like kind of sweet. Maybe add a little bit of salt, but mostly you kind of want that sour sweetness. And then you put that in a pierogi, and it's pretty good. If I don't do that, though, tonight, if I don't feel like making cheese, because it's a bit of a process, I will probably just make blueberry ones and call it a day. So, yeah. Not a lot of substance, just sustenance. So I know the B550 is DR4, correct? Correct.
Here, Risery. God dang.
Yeah, I told you it's weird. It's weird. It's hot. Dude, and it was so dry.
I don't like this.
Yesterday I was walking the dog at night, and I was like, what in the heck? Like, it hurts to breathe. And, now I'm pretty used to, the dryness, so, that usually doesn't happen. I looked and the humidity was 7%. Ouch. Yeah. But yeah. It's hot. And then it's really cold at night. And then it's very hot. It's a weird time.
I don't like this.
Soon we'll be out of it. Winter's only what? 2 months away?
In California, yeah, January.
I think people expect it to be really cold at Christmas time, but you gotta remember, the winter solstice is the 21st, so that's when winter technically starts. You gotta get into it a bit, Otherwise, most of December is actually just fall. Mind blowing. What do y'all think of the Gigabyte Aero 5060 Ti 16 gig cards?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I was I haven't tested them personally, but Gigabyte makes some good stuff. And Gigabyte, Vegemite. And a 16 gig card is a good way to go.
The white arrows that we have gotten in the past have been pretty nice looking.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what color those are, but that's my experience.
Yeah. It's just now starting to get cold here in Texas. And yeah, y'all got kind of a similar climate to us out here, where very, very seldom, if ever, does it snow. How much longer can the B550 go for? I mean, as long as you're, as long as you want it to. As long as it works for whatever you're doing, no need to upgrade. Did you say 7% humidity? I did. It was 7% humidity when I was walking the dog yesterday.
With
it hurt to breathe.
With your neighbors?
No, it was just me yesterday. Actually, it was me and me and the fiance. So the dog still needs to be walked.
Where'd they go?
I don't know. We only walk with them like once a week.
Oh, okay.
Southeast Texas is humid like Florida. Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, I almost at a time considered moving to Houston to be closer to the fiance's family there. And like I was down because I kind of adapt to anywhere for the most part, but yeah, it didn't happen. Does your bird and dog get along? Like well enough. If the bird flies though, like if he flies to the ground, the dog will go to him. But luckily I've got, like, if I tell the dog to leave him, he will. So he's interested in the bird, but as long as I'm around to command the dog, nothing bad happens.
What about right now?
Well, the bird's upstairs in a cage and the dog is downstairs, so.
Oh.
Yeah. I wouldn't ever let them hang out, like, unsupervised. And I only recently have been, like, trusting of the dog to, like, leave things when I say no. That's another thing you gotta be, like, really sure of. I would dry out and turn to dust at 7%. That's pretty much the experience, yeah. It's a bit much. Like I said, I've gotten really used to dry weather, but 7% seems to be where my limit is as well, where it's like, okay, this is much. At 7%, it's 51% now. I mean, 51 is, well, now I consider it. 51 I now consider to be pretty high humidity, but back in the day I didn't think so. I think my ideal humidity is when it's like double digits, but like just like in the teens. Rarely gets that low. Oof. Is that like inhaling dust with every breath? Kind of. Basically, it hurts to breathe. Breathing in is painful. Everything is dry around here. Yeah. It's 62% where I am. Oh, nice. Yeah. It's just funny, though, because this weekend I was down by the coast visiting my family, and we went for a walk in the park behind the house I grew up in, and it was fine at first, and then we got a little bit lower, and there's like a lake down there. And oh my gosh, about halfway through that, I was like, get me out of here, the humidity is suffocating. It probably wasn't like anything more than like 60%, but yeah, I was losing it.
Yeah.
Does one have any pets?
I have 2 doggies.
2 doggies.
I have a Maltese poodle and a Chihuahua. In other words, you know what? I will not say the other words. Yeah, no, they're cute. They're nice. Sometimes they're yappy.
Little dogs,
yeah. One's little, one's medium.
I mean, we always call like little dogs yappy, but like there are big dogs who bark just as much.
That is true.
And that is worse. You know, like a big dog who barks like all the time.
All day.
Ooh. I guess the difference is that like usually it's like in someone's yard, and you're just like. Whereas the yappy dog's usually inside.
True.
Although I don't know, in my neighborhood we got these like one houses where if they're facing the like walking trails, they have like the little stick see-through kind of wall to it, right? Which is really cool. I would have loved something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it would be able to see out and everyone could see in and look at my lovely lawn. Yeah, I love that. But for some reason, everyone who bought those homes was like, and this will be great for my dog that loves to bark at people.
Oh my god.
So anytime you go for a walk, which sucks because like sometimes I want to go really early, and like get a nice power walk in. It's just like, here comes the dogs to yell at you the whole time. I was like, why didn't they think about this? My dog barks at fucking everything and walks by, and it's annoying. Yeah, like, Yeah, it do be like that. I just always feel bad whenever I walk by someone's house and the dog starts barking, so I was like, you know, I'm usually up pretty early, so I feel bad, like, oh, I'm waking everybody up, but I'm just trying to walk. Man, it's like I talked about the 7% humidity, my nose started hurting again. Like, I summoned it somehow. It probably is actually, like, about, I mean, probably not that humid or that dry here, but let me see. Weather, Ontario, California. No, yeah, it's 8% right now, currently.
Huh.
Yeah. Woo! 8% here. Ugh. Well, the heat advisory ends tonight, so maybe that also means the dryness. Dang. Why was it 90 degrees today?
Oh my god.
How long you keep y'all personal PCs for before you upgrade to the next gen? I mean, I've already had this one for like 3-ish years, I think, since its last like upgrade, maybe 2.5 years.
Yep.
Yeah. And when it comes time for an upgrade, I might just upgrade my GPU and call it good. But yeah, I haven't been feeling the need to upgrade because it's still handling everything I'm throwing at it pretty well. I think mine was 4 years old on the upgrade, maybe 3. Yeah, I was like, that's pretty typical. I'd say 4 years for you to kind of feel like something needs to go to up. Obviously, it doesn't need to, especially if you have like specific games that you really like, and you're probably just gonna be playing those ones with the occasional other one like on the side. A lot of times you don't need to upgrade then. If it plays what you need to play. Play what you need to play.
Man, dude. I'm excited at the prospect of having a Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
And I can put out the clone hero and the guitar.
Yeah. Dude, I have always wanted. Oh my gosh, welcome in, Sookie's Corner. Thank you so much for the raid.
Yo, welcome. Appreciate you.
Yeah. We're on our
Hope
second.
you guys had a great stream.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody.
We're on our second build of 2. You came at just the right time. We're getting to the meat of it. Putting some meat on those bones. Yeah. Random clapping. Yay! Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Yeah, how was stream? Were you upgrading your games in support of that specific build yet? True. How's the build going tonight? Good. Yeah, first one was real good. This is the second one. It's shaping up to be real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty easy stream. It's like been a hot minute before we've done like a twofer again. A twofer, yeah. Would be worth, we'll upgrade to double the RAM in this rig. I remember hearing that using 4 sticks is the best. Yeah, I really don't recommend 4 sticks. You might be able to make it work, but not at their advertised speeds. So you'll probably have to default them down to like 4800 megahertz, and that's if you're lucky. You might have to even clock it down lower to that to get stability. So I usually just say no, because you can get a high amount of RAM from just 2 sticks, like more than you're probably ever going to need. And you can get it at a faster clock speed, which is nice. Or, faster mega transfers. So. Yeah. I know I do miss how DDR4 let you have like 4 sticks and it looked nice and like full and complete. It was lovely. But DDR5 it doesn't like to play with others. Okay, cool, that's what I thought. Yeah, you're good. Is it normal for a 4060 to hit 7 gigabytes per second? VRAM. Oh, it's just 7 gigabytes. Okay, VRAM on open. World RPGs such as Ninja Gaiden 4. Other modern games I use 4 to 6 gigabytes of VRAM on Ultra 1080p. I always average 100 FPS in Ninja Gaiden 4 on Ultra. Yeah, I think that's pretty normal. There's a lot of games that are really pushing that 8 gigs. So I think that's pretty typical. I wouldn't worry about that. Looks nice. Looks nice indeed. Yeah, yeah. So cute. It was between the King case and the 011. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a tough one. I think that's like the decision a lot of people have to make is like 011 Vision or the King 95. And you can't go wrong with either, but I do personally think the King 95 is the better choice.
Mm-hmm. Follow your heart.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, yeah. Why do I have like 90s dance music stuck in my head?
That damn CD.
It's, I'm telling you, man. I don't know, I gotta figure out what everyone's doing for New Year's, because, like, I will definitely be down to host a New Year's party if there's enough people who are, like, looking for one.
Oh, it's definitely a shorter drive than Jason's house.
Yeah. I mean, kind of. But yeah.
It's a less twistier drive.
True, true. And if I do, we're gonna be playing that CD, we're gonna be bumping it. Yeah. We're gonna party like it's 1999.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. 2025 flew by.
I know. That's how it be. I don't know. I was talking to like Fabian once because I was like, oh, it's so wild. Like, you know, I had a friend who I don't really talk to anymore, but we like grew up together. And I see her on Instagram, and like she like randomly had a baby. I didn't even know she was pregnant. And I was like, okay, cool, baby. And then like recently, I like clicked on her story or something, and the kid is like, you know, walking and talking and like cognizant, and I'm like, whoa, my gosh, like. And Fabian told me, he's like, yeah, kids like really make you realize how much time is going. Like, you know, like they're a really good measuring stick for it. It's like once you're grown, you know what I mean? Like the years keep coming and they don't stop coming, as you know, Smash Mouth said. So yeah, years go by. At the King 95, that's what I got from Skytech as well. I'm loving it. Heck yeah.
That it is.
Yeah, definitely a favorite. So much room for activities, exactly. Got a question. Does my custom build come with anything extra besides the MNK?
Like the mouse and keyboard?
Yeah.
Nah, just your accessories.
Yeah, I was like, if you got a modular power supply, the cables that were not like needed for it will be included, so hold on to those in case you do any upgrades yourself in the future. You know, Wi-Fi antenna will be in there, but that's about it. So it's basically just mouse, keyboard, PC. Man, AMC, I'm telling you, get on my cable game. AMC's been playing like horror movie marathon for like the past week. Longer than that, but yeah, this is when I've been watching it. And like I said, I was watching It last night, and that movie is so good. I'm kind of sad that like the part 2 wasn't as good. And we were trying to figure out like why didn't it work as well as the first one? The first one was like magic in a bottle, right? Magic in a bottle, lightning in a bottle. And it was like just, I think the chemistry between the kid actors was better than the chemistry between like the adult actors. Something was lost. Got a raid and run. Have fun with the build. Anglers Monster Enjoy. Bye, Suki. Thanks again.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, not long now until this is complete. Did I tell you? Okay. Did I tell you what I did this weekend? No, I didn't. This is Wednesday. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I went down and visited, you know, my family this weekend. because my sister invited me over, because she was like, we're going to go to the pumpkin patch, we're going to pick up pumpkins, we're going to carve them, and then we're going to watch Halloween Town, and maybe Halloween Town 2. And I was like, okay, down. It was me, my sister, my brother, and, like, my sister's best friend, and her boyfriend. So we went to this, like, pumpkin patch, got the pumpkins, carved the pumpkins, they were lovely. We all did a really good job. And then we watched Halloween Town. In between Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2, we were like, hey, we should watch that one Boy Meets World episode that's like the one where they're trapped in the high school and there's like a murderer. So we stopped and watched that one. Great episode. Still holds up. And then we watched Halloween Town 2. It was a great weekend. We made some cookies. My dad bought bagels both days. It's cool. So, I had a pretty great weekend. What about you, Juan?
Well, damn. I did a lot of resting and,
I'm a little jealous of that.
what else did I do? Oh, I went to Chili's with my friend and, yeah.
And yeah,
What do you want?
I don't know. Like,
we
that
went
made it
to
loaded, like, and then what? Like,
we went to Ross and I got some nice boots. Oh, you can't even see it. Well, fuck, I'm not lifting my leg again. That's about it. I didn't really do much this weekend. I was pretty tired.
oh, that's good. Oh, it's more eventful than some of my weekends. Usually it's just me in
Yeah,
the
you
yard.
know, you did way more than I did.
Usually it's just me at the Home Depot. Yeah. Purchased my King 95 system from you with a Gigabyte B650 UDAC's version 1 motherboard. If I upgrade to a newer, better motherboard, will I be able to just drop my NVMe in with all my programs and apps? Yep. Yeah, and it will boot right to that then. As long as it's, like, you know, connected correctly to it, yeah. Yeah, like, the most annoying thing about a motherboard change is just, like, having to take the cooler off, having to get the CPU out, having to undo all of the cables. You kind of, you know, leave them kind of hanging there. Get the new motherboard in, reconnect everything. It's tedious, but it's not too difficult. And yeah, it'll just boot from your drive like normal.
What did you carve into your pumpkin?
Oh man, okay, so the only like decoration we have up currently for Halloween is we have this like wreath that's got a spider on it, it's purple. And then we went to Spirit Halloween, I went to all these Halloween places and I just wasn't finding anything that was like speaking to me, you know? So I ended up getting these like, you know, little like fairy lights kind of, but they're like old incandescent ones. And they were purple, so we got those and I hung them up in the front window. And we have this one like cat, you know, spooky cat. So we put the cat in the window surrounded by the incandescent lights. And it's a vibe. So then I was like, okay, let's do a cat theme, you know what I mean? Like black cats. So I did this like cool carving of like a cat sitting in a moon. It was cool.
Ooh.
Hi, hello, Unique PCs, how you doing?
Yo, yo.
Got a question, shoot. Yeah, and then Em did Ghostface from Scream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It was my first time doing one of those like, you know, like patterns where you like put the paper up to it and then you do the little like. It was way easier than me just being like, yeah, freestyle, yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. What did it say? Z890 motherboard with an AMD CPU. Oh, you know, that's a great question. That is probably just a typo. Let me look up the actual one. Yeah, we use like the same template and I just plug things in, so probably just didn't plug in the motherboard. Because it's the 870 Max. Good catch.
Dude, you know, I love my dogs, but I hate that they like taught each other their worst habits.
Mm.
Like, my little dog taught our older dog how to be fucking yappy and annoying.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And then our old dog taught the little one how to freaking beg for food.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the little one, like, rarely ever knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we'd be eating, he would just be, like, chilling in his own area.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, dude. And then, I don't know, our dog has he'll be, you know, by the table, sitting there looking up. He'll be like, yeah, like, yeah. It's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's annoying.
Yeah.
But I love him.
How good is the Skytech Gaming, Skytech King 95, Ryzen 7 9700X, RTX 5080, 32 GB, 6000 MHz, DDR5 RAM, 850 watt, gold, A3 PSU white.
Oh, dude, top tier.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, that sounds dope. Yeah, don't let the, like, you know, 9700X throw you off from that with the 5080. If you're paying at, like, 1440p or 4K, you're going to be totally fine. That's a great build. Y'all remember the ice cream PC y'all made? Did you 3D print all the custom parts? Yes! So, obviously there's, like, actual components in there, and some things were kind of just, like, you know, modified onto for that. But yeah, a lot of, like, custom 3D printed, I know the benches, the little stools, those were all 3D printed, the little ice creams themselves, yeah. And if you like that, there's more coming your way. There's one that's going to be unveiled on Halloween.
On Friday.
Yeah.
Did you get your costume?
No. Yeah, I was kind of hoping. I was like, oh, maybe there won't be anything on Friday, and I can just not go to work. Here we are. Heard it until Halloween when LOL. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that one's still, like, being unveiled, so, yeah, watch out for the, like, reveal on that one. It's gonna be sick. I just got it, just didn't come in the mail yet. I got it off Best Buy for 2.5K. Nice! Heck yeah. No, that's a really good choice. That 5080 is fantastic. It says I'm getting a white AIO, which I hope it wasn't. Let's see. Dang, did I just like miss a bunch of stuff on here?
No, it's black, bro. It's black.
Yeah, yeah.
It's already in the case.
Yeah, definitely was just the template. Sorry. I'm actually recreating the ice cream one, and I still figured out the counter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's curious. I'll ask him next time, see, figure out if I can get their secret on how they did it. But it's basically like a shroud around that GPU. Also, did you vertically mount the GPU? On that one, yes. So, yeah, you need a riser cable. Yeah, we typically don't vertically mount our GPUs, but usually when we're doing some kind of like custom built, custom printed, we usually do. Mainly because, like, if you think about the Jack-in-the-Box PC, that one was like, we put the GPU in the cup, so it had to have a riser cable. Will you guys be offering a braided cable for the GPUs in the future?
Nah.
Ooh. Yeah, I was like, probably not, just because we're going to be using the cables that come off the power supply itself. We have had power supplies in the past that sometimes had braided cables, but I haven't seen one for a while. Braided cables are nice though. They feel nice. Pretty close to being done with it. Just gotta add the signs next. Nice. Ooh, it's coming together. And the sugar's starting to wear off, yes. Good. Leave my brain alone, Charles.
Charles?
Not Charles, Charles Xavier. Just got the Strix AIO with the LCD, but knew I would be too lazy to put stuff on it to make it interesting. I feel you, because like it's almost like a chore sometimes to be like, oh, I'd have to figure out something that would look really cool with the aesthetic and work in that way. So yeah, I feel that. It's a cool AIO, but yeah, you almost want something that really takes advantage of that, like, long screen. What are y'all revealing the Halloween PC? Halloween, I believe. Slight chance it might be on Halloween Eve, but I think it's gonna be Halloween.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Thursday. Halloween's on Friday. So, I mean, they gotta be on for, Halloween, right?
Right. I guess I'm saying, where are they gonna unveil?
Online.
Oh, on the social
Yeah,
media.
it would just be socials.
Okay.
Currently fogging out my neighborhood in honor of Halloween. Oh, that's awesome. I've been like really jealous of some houses I've been going by recently that like, not in my neighborhood, there's one close to my neighborhood that goes so incredibly all out that people literally drive to it and get out and take pictures, which like, that's the dream, right? But I was going through my old neighborhood and like somebody had put this big skeleton coming out of the ground, like, and I mean big, and then they put like 6 skeletons around it all cheering. And it's so funny to me. I'm like, I need to figure out something like that. I need to be that house. I'm not creative enough for Halloween.
Alright, folks. Build this dome. This page. That's complete.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Heck yeah. If people slow down, I'm glad I'm not on the main road or I'd cause accidents. Woo, look at that. Alright, this PC is done. It's going to go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers that you need, so out of the box, it's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launcher, and you're good to go. We're also going to stress test this, make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, glitched mobster, and thank you so much for ordering with us.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do you have another build or no? No, this was just a 2 for today. I know we've been doing so many like 4 PC builds. I could see where the expectation comes from, but no, only 2. We got 1 set up for Friday, so we'll see if another one comes in before then. If not, we'll just have the most chaotic 1 build stream, because you know we're gonna get spooky up in here. Spooky. We're gonna talk about interesting things like, have you ever been haunted? And I want you guys to come and bring me good stories for that. But yeah. Get those giant inflatable Godzillas and a bunch of smaller Pokemon toys around it, like they are summoning it. That's funny. I didn't even think about going for something like off-brand and then just making it kind of Halloween. Yeah. Let's keep an eye on a photo share. I'm gonna try and get a good video of the decorations. Depends on the wind if the actual fog does what it should. I feel you that. The wind has been taking all my neighbors' inflatables and taking them all around town.
Mm.
But yeah. Anyways, guys, we'll see you on Halloween then. Until then, stay spooky and stay out of the candy. Bye.